Good Morning Night Vale is brought to you by The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine, a new independently produced and crowdfunded 10-episode original audio drama. Set in a deceptively familiar world of electronic surveillance and machine-mediated communication, The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine follows Lydia Ryan and her friends, lovelorn Ethan and wannabe internet sensation Dee, as they struggle to unravel the mystery of her mother's disappearance. Escape the sinister Fontaine family, and survive the feud over her grandfather's supernatural legacy. It weaves bitter family drama and high-stakes intrigue with fantasy and cyberpunk elements to create a surreal mystery about secrets and grudges, old books, big data, and the promise of infinite knowledge. And do not forget the talking birds. It's a full-cast production with original music and a bespoke soundscape presented through a series of found-footage-style surveillance recordings. And it's important to note, this show was made entirely without generative AI. Even the computers are voiced by human actors. Episodes are free, and you can start listening right now with the Season 1 finale due to come out on August 16th. For more information, go to lydiadisappears.com. and find The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine wherever you get your podcasts and start listening from the beginning.
Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages. Maybe you're picking out your very first policy, or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises. Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life, on your terms. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Come to the place where the fun never ends. Non-stop fun. Fun all the time.
It does not stop. There are no exits. Where are the exits?
Good morning, Night Vale.
Hooty hoo! It's me, Symphony.
And it's me, Meg, who was just checking to make sure that her recording was working. And you know what? It is. Boom. If you're hearing it, it was.
Hooty what? It's me, Hal. And we are here recording Good Morning Night Vale, the only official Welcome to Night Vale recap podcast, where cast members from Welcome to Night Vale listen to Welcome to Night Vale, talk about Welcome to Night Vale, talk about what you're talking about when it comes to Welcome to Night Vale, and food. We are recording this on Tuesday, the 10th of June, 2025. And it's getting hot in her. I'm sweating through my clothes.
Yep.
It is getting so hot, I'm going to sweat my clothes off.
I took an improv class when I was 15, and we did a sketch. It was a sketch and improv class, and we did a parody of that song. And we were going to put it in our final showcase. And then our teacher, we rehearsed it. And she was like, it's fine, let's do it. And then the day before the showcase, she was like, this is racist. We're like, okay.
You were like, what if we take the makeup off? Then is it okay?
I guess another person saw us rehearse it, and they were like, yeah, you're all white kids. What are you doing? And thank you to all of those people. Suburbs, guys.
Look, you were just a kid. It wasn't your fault.
I was a 15-year-old kid in a all-white improv and sketch summer program, and we thought that we could rap. And you can't.
You know, there's a time in people's and everyone's life where they think they can rap. And they can't. Most people can't rap. Rapping is hard.
But it was that song.
It is hard.
Rapping is hard.
It was about climate change. It was I'm getting hot in here, so don't use aerosol. I am getting so hot. I want to save the ozone.
Oh no, that should have never come out.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad someone stopped you.
Yeah.
I'm glad someone thwarted.
Yeah. We're like, oh, okay.
yourself. You know what else got thwarted in this episode? The librarians, kind of. I forgot that I did this episode.
Yeah. You did?
Yeah. And I was like, why does this sound so familiar? As I was like listening to it, I was on a dog walk and I was like, this sounds really familiar. Have I listened to this episode before? And I was like, yeah, dummy, because you're in it. Because I was like, the story sounded really familiar.
Corporate Tamika?
Yes. I finally remembered when I heard my voice. So that was great.
What did it take you back to? What memories came back from doing it?
I remember being like kind of surprised at like Tamika's growth in this way, but I was surprised and excited because it always brings on a new, when you know a character for one thing or know them for something, then when they are like, hey, I want to evolve past this thing. Not everyone is always accepting of that. And I love that she's able to kind of just get outside of like what people know her for and be more of a diplomat, even if there's a lot of bureaucracy that comes with that. But I enjoyed it because it was like a satirical look at that. I thought that was like really fun as well. It was just fun to, feel like you're getting older and more mature. And also I like that she sassed back at Cecil. She's like, well, just because I'm not doing what you want me to do, But I do understand the urgency that Cecil was like, well, this problem is happening right now, so maybe deal with it right now.
But you know what? She had it under control. And Cecil was trying, I felt like, to me, I was thinking, it was like Cecil's trying to bait her into regressing.
Right, into violence.
But she has it under control in a new way now. She has it under, she's more mature. She handles things more maturely now. Like
And she's finding corruption because of the Hampstead guy.
Yeah.
Like Director Hampstead.
Yeah.
Like has actually
Torturing
not
the
been
librarian.
right. Has been really bad about how he's treating the workers and the librarians. So of course they're gonna like rebel and be upset or whatever, And also understanding that different folks have different ways of dealing with things and communicating and being able to understand that, I think is the most diplomatic part of it. And if it does take a little bit of smacking a bitch around, but like in a way where you're just like, okay, I'm not trying to kill you. I'm just this is how you communicate as a peoples. Then that's what I'm going to do. But that's what I think is most important, is that she's learning how to be the best person representative for her town, especially since the bitch ass rest of the city council runs off.
Well, they're never going to be there.
Right. We knew
I really
that.
appreciated your performance of this. I appreciated your performance of this. It was very mature. It was very confident.
Very good.
Yes.
Felt like you and Cecil played the game, the dynamic of the Cecil's in a hurry and you're not, very well.
Yes, I felt really good about that. And, I think I mentioned this in the last episode, but like, there's this weird thing about listening to yourself over. Like, I have this when I listen to live shows too, but it's that feeling of being like, I kind of wanted to do, or I would have done something different. I would have made different choices. But, that's the thing about acting. You're living in the moment. And you're reacting in the moment. And that's how I reacted.
What my experience of it, because we just did that Deb episode, listening to it back, is it's like, if I had taken a little bit more time with it, I could have found another thing to do here.
Right.
But I think that's just the nature of the way our process is that like, yeah, that we're a lot of it is reliant on trusting our gut in the moment. And I think that's where it has worked for us. But we'd like to also trust our brains in it a little bit too, right? Like we'd also if I just took one more pass at it, I could have discovered that one more little beat there, that I could have played that emotional note just a little, like I got a different way with it, varied it a little bit more, made it more dynamic. So,
right.
But I think that's good. I think that's good to be. I think if you're going back and listening to yourself and being like, God, I was so good. I got it all just exactly right. Like, I don't think there's a way to do that.
True.
Well, these were also, I mean, you mentioned last time that Cecil's been doing Cecil all the time. Like, he's put in his 10,000 hours of that character, and we don't play them as often, but still have played them for long enough, for over a decade, that you know the character. And when you get something new, you're just integrating everything you already know and taking it, you know, you're reacting as that character would react based on everything you know about them, which is all that you have. You know, I'm not building binders for Steve on what he eats for breakfast and everything. You know, what's there is what's there. We have all these details, and then you get new details, and you sort of evolve. The characters evolve or find new jokes based on that. So it's baked in there, I think, to a certain degree, and it's that makes it easier, but also harder because you go back and you can go back and see those things like, oh, if I could have done it differently, but also ultimately. It doesn't matter. There are also things you would lose that you did in that performance where you'd overthink it and try and do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does Steve Carlsberg eat for breakfast?
Apple Jacks. Dry.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, there's got to be some sort of an unsettling milk choice. Like, with goat milk.
Dry.
Nope.
With goat milk, yeah. Cottage cheese.
I love cottage cheese, but
really
not
bad.
with cereal. Ugh.
I do too. It's real good with yogurt. I used to like it with Yoplait or Dannon strawberry yogurt.
You add yogurt to cottage cheese?
When I was a kid, I would have Dannon strawberry yogurt. You'd mix it up, and then I'd mix that with or Yoplait and mix it with cottage cheese, and I would have that as a snack. And it looks terrible.
That sounds like vomit.
It's what it looks like. If you were making if you're making a cheap film, get some peach yogurt and mix it in with cottage cheese. It will look like vomit, but it tastes very good. It's very rich. It tastes good.
Interesting.
Stick to that. Just don't look at it. If you look at it, you're thinking too much. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink the food you're eating.
I see you thinking.
That's where you get into like a lot of foods like chili. Don't look at chili. Eat chili. You eat with your mouth, not with your eyes. Throw the camera away. It doesn't need pictures of everything. Eat the chili.
I could make chili pretty.
What do you do? Put a plate on top of it?
No, it's a white bowl, chili with beans, and then you have like an orange cheese, a little chip crumble, a little green avocado on top, a little green cilantro. You got a lime slice in there. You got all your colors. It's pretty.
Okay.
I like to do a little crema, like swirl.
Yeah.
Oh,
Play with some contrast color-wise.
Yeah. And you expect that. With chili, you expect the chunks and the bits because you know there's like beans and stuff in there. It's not just sauce.
Not yogurt and cottage cheese
But
together.
yogurt and no. People aren't generally thinking of those things together. But you know what, Hal? I'm going to take your word for it that it's good.
Yeah, that's safe. For you especially.
I believe in you and I trust you.
Meg will try it, though,
I'll try it. I don't care. I'll try it. I miss the boat on cottage cheese, though.
I don't care.
It's food. It's edible. So like, I miss the boat on cottage cheese. Like, it's a very controversial food. It's a love or a hate, but I'm neither. I'm just like, it's not in my fridge. It's not something I like go out and buy. But if someone was like, oh, try this cottage cheese with yogurt, I'd be like, sure, okay, whatever. Like,
I feel like you might be just young enough to, like, I feel like I was a kid at the very tail end of cottage cheese is super healthy and it's part of every diet. Like, if you want to lose weight, you just eat cottage cheese and fruit and toast. Like, like those kind of diets. I think it had its heyday in like the 50s, 60s, but it was,
it made a resurgence in the 90s though.
Yeah. It came back. I guess it did come back.
Like,
I mean,
it was very much like a diet food. Yeah. Because they're the zero fat ones, but
don't taste good.
Currently, my current fixation food is a beef and sweet potato bowl. Like, so it's like basically ground beef or whatever, and then you use put taco seasoning on the ground beef when you cook it, and then roasted sweet potatoes, and I season those up with whatever you want, really, but I basically do more taco seasoning or salt and pepper. And then avocado, like a half avocado, and cottage cheese, serving of cottage cheese, and then you put like hot honey over top of the whole thing. It sounds weird, but it's so delicious. It's giving like, I mean, Meg, you tend to like a bowl of
love
food.
a bowl of food.
So
I watched you make that. It was really good. The cottage cheese didn't throw me because I'm just kind of like, the avocado's creamy. The sweet potatoes are a little bit creamy. And yes, we're adding more cream to it. I'm looking for a crunch in that dish. I'm looking for like something crunchy. Like you crumble some Fritos on top of that shit.
I see. Oh, that would probably be really good, actually. That would probably be really good. Or even if you do those, do you know those like fried garlic bits that you can get from like the Asian food store? That might be good too.
Yeah.
Or like a fried onion situation.
Oh yeah, like durkey, a little durkey in there, like that sort of like fried onion
crispy
crunch. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's just been like, it's like kind of like a soft bowl. Like if you mixed it all together, I eat like, I get a little bit. I never mix my food together. It really upsets me. But I'll just get a little bit and make sure I have a full bite. And it's delicious. And it makes me very happy. I also like to do cottage cheese on toast. And like layer stuff on top of it. My favorite, this is probably going to be disgusting to a lot of people, but I don't care. I make sardine toasts. And this one, I'll like sometimes like whip up the cottage cheese or like blend the cottage cheese if you want to make it like fancy. Cause then it's like when you do like whipped ricotta, you know, and I'll like put that on there. But sometimes I'll just plop it on there. I don't care. And then put sardines on the top and pickled onions. Cause I don't want my breath to smell delicious at all. I want to smell disgusting. And I want people to be away from me. So I'm going to eat fish and cheese and onions, pickled onions. I don't know. It tastes so good with flaky salt on top of it. Ugh.
Hal's face.
The face Hal is making right now is one of utter disgust. And that's okay.
Don't yuck the yum.
That's okay. That's okay. I really love tinned fish. And I've resigned myself to know that that is not for everyone. I like strong flavors. I like fishy fish, and I like pickled stuff. And that might not be for everybody, but I like it.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Crazy. Yeah, it's delicious. And it's so much protein. That's why I also like it.
Protein. Protes.
Yeah.
Totes but
Trying
protes.
to bulk up. Trying to bulk up.
Get
Because, babe,
games.
Tamika might be out of the fighting business, but baby, step up, because I'll knock you out.
Bah.
I'm here to punch Nazis and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
And if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So
That's right.
That's right. No, I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. Truly, if you knew me, like, you'd know that I'm like a sweetie. I'm more of like a mean talk. I'm mean to people. I'm not generally going to fight people, but I will. If I had to, I would scrap.
I've never known you to be a violent person.
No.
I've never known either of you to be a violent
I'm
person.
not. I'm a sweetie. But I would be. I could be violent. And those are the people you probably need to watch out for. The ones that are just like, look, it would have to be something. But I don't believe in injustice. It really upsets me. So I try to, anybody can catch these hands.
Yeah.
Fists into the camera.
I did all that Taibo. That was a
Oh yeah, me too.
Back
early aughts exercise program that made me a fighter. So jab cross.
That and Christina Aguilera's made me a little bit hungry. That's made me fighter.
And Jillian Michaels cardio kickbox fast fix. And now she's
That
Maha.
bitch.
We all knew she was Maha then, though. She was Maha before there was Maha. It was just like, name a person more fucking toxic to people in their bodies than Jillian Michaels. The people like Monsanto and Jillian Michaels are the most toxic thing to ever happen to the human body. But hey, I did those fucking videos. I listened to her. I listened to her tell me I wasn't trying hard enough.
We all did that because she was on TV and one of the personalities, and they had moved on from. That's the thing about the fitness industry, is like it's so quick to change things up, and like the people that are representative in that group are not necessarily like, while they're like fitness experts, it's usually like has to do with aesthetics more than anything. And like at that time, Biggest Loser was such a phenomenon, like the show. Everybody get caught up with it. And as a person who's worked in the fitness industry for a super long time, I even worked at a Biggest Loser hotel.
Did they make you be mean to them?
No, they didn't at all. Like Jillian Michaels was mean on her own accord,
Okay.
like all the time to people. But they were like, oh yeah, we want you to push people and stuff like that. And we would like, when people would be on like treadmills and stuff, we'd be standing like on the other side, like where the, the control panel is. We'd be standing up there being like, let's go, you can do it. Like, but like yelling at them in an encouraging way, not in a way be like, don't give up, you're a loser. No, it was more like, you've got this, you're so strong, blah, blah, blah. That sort of thing, encouraging them to push themselves. It was crazy, and I would not do that now.
So it was at
I have a different view.
I was at a hotel. So, okay. So when you like walked in,
It was at a resort.
Did you have to like leave any food that you had on you, like in a locker? Because people like, oops.
It was, when they checked in, we would have to look through everybody's stuff, and they would come into the office with their stuff, and we would look through their stuff and be like, okay, they're not allowed to bring any food. So it was just like to check that. And then we would do like weigh-ins and like, it was toxic, all this stuff and like measurements and blah, blah, blah. And then all of their food was scheduled, and like, you were like, you could eat these things that are available. And so, I mean, there were some challenges. And people were probably eating like, I don't know, 1,200 calories a day.
And they were probably working out like more than like 3 hours plus a day.
Working out. We were teaching them like 6 classes a day. And some of it was like, okay, we're doing like a really long walk situation. There's aqua fitness, but no matter what, I'm like, you're still working out like a lot.
Yeah.
And like not eating a ton. And yeah, people lost like 30, 40 pounds, but like
they broke their metabolisms forever. And
at what cost?
Yeah, and all their joints are fucked, and they definitely gained it all back. And oh, guys. Anyway,
but that's yeah. Things have changed.
Things have changed. And so isn't that good to know? If there's something
and so has Tamika.
If there's something in your life that's really horrible and hard, just remember that in 20 years' time, people are going to look back on it and be like, yeah, that was fucked up that we did that to you. We're sorry. So be like Tamika. I mean, grow away from the violence. Grow into the next version of you that leaves behind.
It leaves behind just simply a language of violence and confrontation, and tries to approach the citizens in a more thoughtful way, trying to everyone who lives there, trying to cater to everyone's needs. So I think that's good, and I'm happy about it. I mean, I love that she was always like badass and could do all this stuff and like backflips and all that, but like was that really the only thing that made Tamika worth the time? No, she was also like, she's also been like a part of the community and cares for the community and like will do anything to make sure that everyone is safe, but like she can do that in a different way now.
She planned one hell of a book fair.
Hello. I mean, who else was going to plan a good book fair?
That's right.
Nobody, baby.
I'd love to go to that one.
Absolutely. Also, Pablo Neruda is supposed to be there. And wasn't he dead? Isn't he dead?
Yeah. Long dead.
All right? That's what I thought.
Long dead.
I was like, huh?
And
Also, I swear to God, I know that these people are real, but like, the guys don't give me, sometimes they don't give me like the pronunciation of stuff. So I have to figure it out, find it for myself, which is fun.
yeah, the script online, it says it has the phonetic for Michael Chabon and for Carmen and Maria Machado.
See, maybe they did do that.
But of course, J.K. Rowling, you know how to pronounce.
Turf. That's how you pronounce it.
Turf. On Saturday, Billionaire Meetings,
Yeah, that's right.
We'll be conducting a workshop on how to disenfranchise your readership. Ugh.
I thought that was like, I mean, true story. And she's just like continues to double down.
Yeah,
so.
J.K. Rowling sucks. She sucks like Jillian Michaels sucks.
Sucks.
She sucks like white teens in the suburbs rapping sucks. It's just all moving forward. Moving forward.
And that sucks because I liked Harry Potter. I
liked Harry Potter too. But you know what I like better than Harry Potter? Fucking trans people. So
true story.
There you go.
True motherfucking story. Up next, we hear from fans and friends of the podcast, but first, a conversation about this episode's weather. I Will by Emma Schramm.
I dug it. I liked Emma Schramm's voice.
Yeah.
I could not find any information about this person on the internet other than their Bandcamp page, which says that they are from Fortaleza, Brazil, and they have an EP out and an album out, and I like their music. Good bless. God bless. Good bless. God luck. You know? It's
But since then, nothing.
We're just waiting for whatever happens next for them.
Yeah.
Well, fingers crossed.
Lately, I've been all over the place. Between touring, dog sitting, and traveling, my routine has become non-existent. Now that my travel schedule has slowed down, I need to get back to eating real food and not just grabbing what I can when I can. And Factor is making that easier for me. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes and require little to no prep and no cleanup. So even on the days when my schedule is completely out of whack, eating well is still achievable. Like today, I had 3 meetings and a client. By the time I was done, I was hungry and I just needed to eat. So I grabbed the Beurre Blanc filet mignon with Parmesan risotto and it was delicious. I was amazed at how tender it was and how flavorful the risotto was and saved me from having to pick something up quick. And in 2 minutes, I had something healthy, fresh, and delicious. So if you like fast, easy, and delicious meals, I think you would like Factor meals too. Let's eat real. Head to factormeals.com/GMNV50OFF and use code GMNV50OFF to get 50% off and 1 free breakfast item per box for 1 year, while supplies last until 10/31/2026. That's code GMNV50OFF at factormeals.com. GMNV50OFF at factormeals.com. See website for more details.
This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
And now uncross your fingers and grab on to the calzone in the fan zone. Because I got a pipe and slice from Keely, who writes, "Hello all. I'm catching up on all the Good Morning Night Vale while also waiting on new episodes of Welcome To. It has honestly been trippy to listen through the backlog and relive some of the pre, during, and post-pandemic times in this medium. In this episode 102, Hal mentions a buffet and cuts himself off, but all I needed to hear was soup, and I knew exactly where he meant. It's funny hearing you guys talk about never going to buffets again, and in 2022, I was right there with you, thinking the same. Recently, however, Sweet Tomatoes opened back up in Tucson, Arizona, and I've been longing to go. I used to spend summers out there visiting, and I often went to the Sweet Tomatoes restaurants back home in SoCal, so it seemed like a great excuse to visit. I felt silly for wanting to go just for that, My partner disagreed. He took me on a surprise vacation for a few days to go and visit all of the fun places Tucson has to offer, including Bookman's and all the sweet tomatoes we could eat. On the way, I listened to the newest Night Vale episodes, Labyrinth HQ and the Return of Poetry Week, while we discussed exactly the issue Hal brought up with the naming of Sweet Tomatoes restaurants in California. Laughing and sweating emoji. I hope if they come back, they stick to Sweet Tomatoes as a name. I don't think they're coming back. Hal, there's a knockoff Sweet Tomatoes in Rancho Cucamonga called Soup and Fresh, where I went last year for my birthday, and it's honestly a bit lame. There's people waiting like an hour. I tried to go there, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, if you get the chance to go, the one in Tucson is perfect. A blast from the past of delicious food. I miss it again already. Speaking of blasts from the past, I love seeing the Return to Poetry Week and thought all the tie-ins with the founder were great. The episode was inexplicable as usual, and I loved it. It inspired my new D&D game with offerings to be given in effigy to a newly resurrected goddess. Thanks again, Night Vale. I love hearing you guys talking all things food and life, but have never written in before. You are all very relatable, and this episode of Good Morning Night Vale got me to laugh out loud so hard with that feeling that I just had to write in. Excited to keep listening. Best, Keely, like Keely the Dwarf from Lord of the Rings. P.S. I'm super late to the game, but congrats, Meg and Joseph, on having kiddos. Listening so behind is pretty funny. Oh, wait till you find out what happens.
She's 4 now. She's 4 now, babe.
She turned 4. She's adorable. Very sweet child.
Sweet to me. I was the one in Rancho Cucamonga sucks. I wanted to try it. I saw a food TikTok influencer go, and it looked fine.
I want to go.
I'd go. It's
Yeah,
probably
let's go.
cooled off
When
a
do you
little
want to
bit. When do I want to go?
I went after visiting the LA County Fair last month, and it was
Still happen.
chocked and stocked with people. They were just waiting outside to be able to go in and get in line. But I would still do it.
Yeah. LA County Fair was dope, by the way. We went on your recommendation, like the week after you went. For 2 weeks after you went. It was great.
Nice.
We had a great time. It was fun for the whole family. I met the Budweiser Clydesdales
so glad.
on your recommendation. They say hi, by the way.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry I took that one picture. I didn't know.
It's an immodest picture of a horse.
Can't
Hal.
post that one.
It's immodest.
Can't post that. Can't post it.
Maybe animals should wear clothes. All right. We got Sarah. Sarah writes, try hosts, and especially Hal, while listening to May 8th episode, Good Morning Clouds, I absolutely loved y'all's thoughts on what Steve's band would be like and what cover songs they would have performed. Of course he's the singer. Of course. When it was brought up to me that maybe there wasn't a band, it was just him, I had a delightful memory from college in Western New York State when lots of bands from Philly made the rounds, including one I hoped you'd heard of, Adam and His Package. The Package was Adam's sequencer. He had a lot of original tunes, but also covers of punk songs like Fugazi's Waiting Room and No Way DNA by Fracture. He was a fun guy, and we loved it when he came to town, which he did often in the late 90s. I can't help but mind canon that Steve is Night Vale's Adam. If you're curious, check out some of my favorite Adam and His Package tunes, Meatball, Head, She's Just A, and Me and My Black Metal Friends. Yours, Sarah from Pine Plains.
I have not heard of Adam and His Package, but sounds great.
Also, it's great to hear from you, Sarah from Pine Plains. Big up to Pine Plains.
Whoop, whoop.
wow. Up next, we have Chrissy. Chrissy writes, so, fun story regarding Symphony's major fear mentioned in the episode about It Sticks With You. My memory doesn't work right. I don't have any diagnosis about this specifically, but I suspect it's a combo of aphantasia, no visual component to my imagination and by extension memory, and ADHD, which I do have a diagnosis for. I don't seem to remember my life the way that others do. My most vivid childhood memory is that I cried under some stairs at my grandpa's funeral and there were chairs stored nearby. That's the whole thing. I assumed I must have been sad, but I don't really know how it felt. I'm not certain how old I was, etc. I have a collection of facts about my life, but not even many of those. When I think about people I love, I know I love them, but I don't remember the things that made me love them. It also means I don't remember if I was bullied as a kid or any other bad things that may have happened, which feels like a bonus. Anyway, it's normal for me, even if it's weird to other people, and I thought I'd share. If you don't know any different, It's perfectly fine to live and not scary at all. Love y'all, and thanks for the show. Wow, Chrissy, that's very interesting. I guess, okay. It's interesting that you're like, I love them, but I'm not sure. I don't remember what made me love them. So that I find that very fascinating. I'm glad it's not scary because I think I would have a tough time not remembering stuff. But maybe if you don't remember it, you don't feel bad about it. So thank you for writing in, Chrissy. Really appreciate it. And I'm glad you live a wonderful life. And thank you everyone who wrote in and everyone who listens to the show. Hopefully we'll hear from you all very soon. The next episode is The Many Lives of Frank Chen. Until next time, good morning, Night Vale. Good morning.
Good Morning Night Vale is a Night Vale Presents production. It is hosted by Symphony Sanders, Meg Bashwinner, and Hal Lublin. It is edited by Felicia Dominguez and mixed by Vincent Cascione. It is produced by Meg Bashwinner. Theme music by Disparition. Email us at info@goodmorningnightVale.com to share your theories and ask questions or to tell us about your glow-up. This show is powered by our patrons like Vivica Carriage, Yvonne F., Adam Mancuso, Ali Graham, and Angela Anishevsky. If you're interested in supporting the show in exchange for lots of fun, exclusive Insider Hyper Cool Kid content, check us out at patreon.com/goodmorningnightVale. For more info on this show, go to goodmorningnightVale.com. Special thanks to Joella Knapp, Jeffrey Craner, and Joseph Fink. Calzone ingredient of the week is cottage cheese. Why not?
I'm not giving up. I am selling the building.
The final season of FX's The Bear.
The restaurant is flooded.
Everything's either going to be okay.
No, stop!
Or not.
We are outgunned and we are outmanned, but we have each other.
FX's The Bear, the final season. All episodes now streaming on Disney+.
At ZocDoc, we know being a healthy adult is like living in a video game. Every day has side quests, taxes, laundry, birthdays, and just when you're leveling up, you have to book a doctor. The insurance portal crashes, they put you on hold, your doctor doesn't take your plan, game over. We see you, so we made booking a doctor easy. Download ZocDoc, search by specialty, insurance, and availability. Book instantly, no cheat codes required. Find a doctor you love with ZocDoc.